All right. Let's get this started. First off, you see the banner. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I got the link ready to drop, but first, I need to get something off my chest since I'm one of the only non-media fans that know not only Pete Carroll the coach, but Pete Carroll the person. Pete Carroll is one of the reasons I got into football as a kid. The other two people are my godmother and her dad, may he rest in peace. Those two people first got me into football. Then Pete Carroll started at USC, and one of my uncles went to USC and graduated from USC. And said, hey, you like football? Watch USC. They have a good team. So I watched USC with Carson Palmer. Then Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, Leslie White, Steve Smith, not that Steve Smith, the Steve Smith that played for the Giants, not the one that played for the Panthers, the other Steve Smith. Shout out to Steve Smith. Dwayne Jarrett, who played with the Titans, and then a bunch of other teams that finished his career with the Seahawks. Coming back from Pete Carroll's first year with the Seahawks, making the playoffs, and I think he was in the game where they beat the Saints. If I'm not mistaken, somebody can correct me if I am, but shout out to Dwayne Jarrett. Anyway, back to Pete. For those of you who don't know how I met Pete, let me tell that background story real quick. He wrote a book. He was selling the book before he took the Seahawks job. The day before his introductory press conference with the Seahawks. Megan, how are you? Thank you for coming through. Let me get to that comment now. Give me a second. Yes. Second. I think you're a moderator on this channel. Megan, if I'm not mistaken. Type in the comments if you're not. That's kind of where I am as well. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, you are. Good, I'm just checking. Because if you weren't, I was going to make you one again, just because. Love you, Megan. Love you. Now, that time I met Pete Carroll before his introductory press conference in Seattle. He was at a Barnes and Noble. I was late. I rode up in the elevator with two kids. They were siblings. And Pete Carroll, editor of the book, Yogi. Shout out to Yogi. And I come into the elevator, and Pete Carroll is coming out of the bathroom. He sees me, takes the chair from my mother, takes me with the two other kids, and we sit with him the whole time while he's signing books. And I'm just sitting there asking him every question under the sun, and he answers every question I have. Shout out to Pete for that. Then after everything is over, I hear him tell the other kids, "Oh, we gotta get you to a game." And I had never been to any kind of football game before. So I go up to Pete and I ask him, "Hey, I've never been to a football game. Any chance you can get me to?" And he said, "Sure, we'll see you up the whole thing. Field fast, practice, walk through before the game, everything." And he lived up to his word. And he did that every year from his first year to before the pandemic. Shout out to Pete Carroll for that, which is how I got to meet people like Richard Sherman, his mother, Marshawn Lynch, his mother. They're both queens. Russell Wilson, when he was there, a nice guy. Not that he's not nice anymore, but he was nicer to the public than he is now, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a guy in a wheelchair. Michael Bennett, Cam Chancellor, everyone except Earl Thomas, I got to meet, who was in the LOB. Shout out to the LOB. Legion of Boom. The good old days, the good old days. Can't forget about the good old days. I remember the first Seahawks game I went to. It was this Seahawks against the Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald drew me one of his practice gloves. Shout out to Fitz. Nothing but respect for a legend and a GOAT. Even if he does work for ESPN, oh well. Let me get to some of these comments, and then I'll get back to the story. My favorite Pete Carroll story is when they played the Jets in 2012. Russell Wilson's rookie year. I went to that game, and then the walkthrough they practiced in, and the ref, whereas a receiver was throwing a pass to another receiver. It was a trick play. The next day, Pete Carroll came up to me on the sideline because I asked a few fast, and he said, "You didn't tell anybody what you saw, right?" And I said, "I have no idea what you're talking about." And he said, "Good job, good job, good job. See you later." I'm like, "All right, have a good day." And Golden Tate came up to me, caught a pass, a warm-up pass, and suddenly hugged me and said, "Stay warm today, man." Because it was cold, it was raining, it was 30 degrees. Shout out to Golden Tate for that. Now I'm going to go through some of these comments, then drop the link. And if you want to come up and talk about your favorite PCAL moment, and unfortunately, we have to talk about the future, you can. So I'm dropping the link now, and I'll go through comments after. Let's do this. Let's talk about what's next for the Seahawks. Let's go. Pete, I love you, but it was time. I hate to say that, but it was time. When the defense goes from top 5 to bottom 5, you gotta, something has to change, and you're the constant. Megan. Of course, Megan. Ah, the lovely lady from Australia. I got you. Megan! I love it.
There it is.
I love it.
That's the throwback. Obviously, only had a couple of months.
I love it.
There it is. Yeah, I'm devastated and shell shocked, I think is the best, even though I knew it was probably going to happen. You know what I mean? It's like you got in the back of your mind, yeah. But I woke up to the news. My phone was blowing up from Seattle, and I'd literally just woken up at 6 o'clock my time. And it was like, wait, what? Can I have a cup of coffee? What are you talking about? You know, I'm devastated. I
honestly was relieved, but heartbroken.
I think that's a good way to say it. It needed to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think even the strongest Pete Carroll fans like we are would say, "Oh no, this doesn't need to happen." Right. I'm glad Jody did it, because I am sick of hearing her say, or being spoken of like, "Oh, she doesn't care." You know what I mean? Like, okay, she may not, but don't forget, she also inherited this job. To me, I don't know Jody. I've never met Jody. I've never met Paul, but she's different to Paul, obviously. Yeah. She's not the same type of owner. But to say, look, there were times last year where I thought, yeah, she doesn't care. Yeah. But I think it had to be done, but it doesn't make it any easier to swallow, if you know what I mean.
I agree.
And what also hits hard for me is Pete's the same age as my dad was when he died. My dad was 72 when he died 7 years ago. So, not that I consider Pete to be my dad. I mean, that's weird. But you know what I mean? Like, I look at...
Well, to be honest, I only have my mom's dad, and I'm not close to him. So when I would get to see Pete, and he would always give me a hug and Ask me how I was doing. I would think of him as, oh, Grandpa Keith.
Yeah, well, I considered him a father more than a grandfather, but yeah, I mean, I only saw him from a distance when I was at Lumen. I didn't get to meet him, but
Yeah,
I think that's why it's hitting so hard for me.
I never called him that.
No. I'm not saying you call me grandfather, but I was on
if he ever sees this, he'll know. If he ever sees this, he'll know.
And I was on Discord, and when he broke down slightly in his press conference, there were people laughing, and I'm like, no. I'm sorry, that's disgusting. The man is talking about his wife, and you're laughing because he's crying.
Well, those are people that don't have any compassion.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not going to say every 12 is like that. We're 12s and we're not. But there's some, and it's only like this much of our fan base, because I love being a 12 most days, that have got me to the point of I can't deal with the toxicity. Now, as I said, I'm not saying it's every 12, Jose. Please don't misquote me. But there are some that have been toxic for the sake of being toxic, I guess.
Yeah.
And with my mental health, I just have to walk away. I said to Brandon today, I said, man, you know how I feel. I'll talk to you later. I just need to step out. And he, Brandon being Brandon, it's like, yeah, hey, I get it, But the question for me is, okay, we've made the move. Who do we get for our HC? And if it's Jim Harbaugh,
no, it's not going to be.
The only Harbaugh I like is coaching my Ravens to a Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
It's going to be Harbaugh.
It's going to be interesting. Some have said Dan Quinn. I
like it. Personally, I wanted to be an offensive head coach like Eric Bieniemy.
Eric Bieniemy. You would have to do a hard sell. I'm not saying no, like a flat no to Bieniemy. Ben Johnson from the Lions is someone.
Everybody wants him.
No, everyone on Brandon's Hawks Nest stream today is wanting Dan Quinn. Now, I'm not against Quinn, but I'm with you. We've had defensive head coach for 14 years. And did you know today, thinking of the 14 years, is 14 years and 1 day exactly
that he took the job.
That he took the job.
Yeah,
I just worked that out. And it's like, wow.
Yeah, I knew that.
But then if you look at who's Nick Saban's retired as of today. Arthur Smith gone. You go down the line. What happens to
Bill Belichick? Is about to be gone.
Somebody said Bill Belichick to Seattle, and I said no. Because if you're talking about age of head coaches, Bill Belichick is 70.
I agree.
And I used to love Lord Bill, my Dark Lord and Savior, Darth Belichick. I used to love him. But if you're saying Pete Carroll's too old at 72, which I disagree with, the age thing, not the coaching thing. You want to bring Bill Belichick in? Scrub, how are you? You want to bring in Bill Belichick?
Yeah, come on up.
It doesn't compute for me. But who do we get? What? I've got a couple of questions now. This has happened, Jose. Who do we get?
I just wanted an offensive head.
Yeah, I think most 12s do, but who will that be? What happens now in the draft? And what happens with those we may be getting rid of? The coaching staff has been reported to be told to pack their bags, so all of the Pete's coaches are gone, which I don't actually mind because you don't want to be a new coach with old heads. So I don't mind that. So what's it all mean, I guess? Because as I said, I need time to sort of get my head around that he's gone. And then what are the next steps? What's going to happen in the draft? Who are we aiming for? Free agency?
Well, it all starts. Sorry about my dogs.
No, your dogs are fine, mate.
It all starts with who we decided to hire as head coach. That's what it starts.
I guess it does, but for me, I want to. I'm still pissed we lost the. Excuse my language. That we lost the second round pick with Leonard Williams. Now, Leonard Williams himself has surprised me. I will say that. Yeah, I stand like with Gino. I stand corrected on Leonard Williams. I will own that. My problem with the Williams trade was not Williams. Well, he's now not Williams, but we're down to 16 for our first pick. Now, is not a bad place to be.
No, it's not.
It's not a good place to be. Well, it could be worse, I guess.
Yes, it could.
But given
you back at 20,
we could be 30th. We could have no picks, no first, second, or third round picks like that.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, what we could have possibly have gotten with that second round pick is now gone.
Well, we can always trade Quandre Diggs for a second
Somebody
round.
said to me, Jamal Adams for a second round pick. Not in your wildest dreams.
I said Quandre.
I said corn chips, but then that was being nice.
Oh, come on.
I like corn chips. I like Jamal. And the other thing is, somebody said to me yesterday, or actually this morning on Discord, you're out on Penix after the natty.
No, I'm not.
No, me, because I liked him to a point, but I have a problem with Penix in two ways. One, he is an older player. Now that's not a bad thing, and two, his injuries. So you want to draft Penix and potentially have Jamal again. Not me. I'll take Bo Nix, thank you.
No, Bo Nix doesn't have a strong enough arm.
No, he doesn't. And I would argue if you watch the Natty, Penix's arm's dodgy at best. Well, still better than Nix, maybe.
Penix, to be fair, Penix rolled his ankle the first play after halftime when he threw the pick.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's why some of the throws were coming out. Wow.
But also he's had his fair share of knee injuries. So I don't. If you want to risk Penix and pick him, I have no problem with that. Then don't bitch to me when you can't use him because he's injured, a la Jamal. That's my point.
Scrub!
Hey, Scrub, how are you, brother?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm devastated. I don't know if you saw it, brother, but there's my throwback.
I'm all right. I'm all right, but
I'll deal with it.
I was not expecting this news.
I'm all right, but
no. I wasn't. I knew it was probably coming down the line.
Megan, can I?
Yeah, sorry. Go, Jose.
I'm all right, but I'm hurting at the same time. Just because of the personal relationship I had with him. So
right.
If I didn't know him the way I did, I would be screaming hallelujah, hallelujah, like Brandon and.
But Jose, to that point, I never had the relationship that you did. I don't know if you could see that, Scrub, but I'm still devastated. I didn't have the personal relationship with him. But
you loved him since USC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You loved him as long as I did.
So
it's understandable.
I'm devastated, but was expecting it sort of maybe not as soon as this, but at the
Right.
same time, I'm glad it didn't drag on and that it was a decisive, right, this is the way we're going now.
Right.
So the question we're discussing, and you can join in, Scrub, is what's next? Or who's next?
Well, listen. I'm just finding out right now. I even know because I've been busy. I was busy.
You just found out?
Yeah, I just found out.
I found out at 6 a.m. my time before coffee, Scrub, so I feel that my phone was blowing up. And have you seen what's happening in Seattle? What do you think? I'm like, hey, can I have 2 minutes to grab a coffee and look at this, please? Yeah, I literally found out at 6 a.m. my time and was broadsided with it. So
Scrub.
Yeah.
When you saw my text, you didn't know what the hell I was.
I had no idea what you were talking about. I was just thinking you was going over what's up with your team and like, all right, just a general idea. All right, what do we do for next season?
That, but then Pete Carroll got fired, so I decided to turn it into 2-for-1.
Oh wow!
There's my dogs ever. Shut up.
See, Jose, even your dogs are upset by what's going on in Seattle. I can't tell they're telling you how they feel about the situation, brother. Let them
My
speak.
dogs are always upset. My dogs are always upset, Megan. Always.
I love your dogs, by the way.
Lucky you.
Oh snap!
I love your dogs nearly as much as I love Brandon's cat. I will leave. And you know what I think of Pumpkin, Jose.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. You okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good. You won't believe what I just saw, Jose.
What? What?
I just got a notification for Polo.
Oh, he's alive?
Looks so.
Well, how's he doing?
I don't know. I had to check out his video a little later because
Yeah, me too. Polo's alive. It's a miracle.
it's good to see that he's still up and kicking.
Always.
But yeah, as far as what y'all should do, I don't know.
Offensive head coach, defensive head coach. What do you think?
All right, because I wasn't expecting this, but I'm like, okay.
Oh my!
see, the dogs.
I would say either Eric Bieniemy or Brian Flores.
Oh, no.
Brian
Hell
Flores.
Yeah, that's,
Maybe.
I said that in another chat a couple hours ago, and they looked at me like I was crazy.
Bieniemy, Bieniemy, the more I'm thinking about it as I speak, yeah. Flores, no.
Why
Well,
not?
no, I won't say a flat hard no. The only one I'm saying a flat hard no on is
It's
Jim
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh. It's Jim Harbaugh. But
Yeah.
convince me about Flores. As I said, the only one that is a firm hell no chance in hell not ever to me is Harbaugh. And
Right.
Harbaugh, if you look, I just was looking at a quote from Michigan. They've just offered him $12 million a year for the next 10 years to stay.
Yeah, he's basically using the NFL's leverage. So he's
like, yeah, and I think that's what it is, Scrub. Hey, you don't give me which makes sense. Hey, you don't give me what I want, I'm out. So I think there is a bit of gamesmanship and playing one off the other.
Dan Quinn, no.
Dan Quinn.
No, I wouldn't go Dan Quinn.
Because he's trying.
Johnson from the Lions is another one I'm hearing. I don't know enough about him to say either way.
I like the Lions offense. I don't like Jared Goff.
I like you could like I don't love Jared Goff, but you can do worse than Jared Goff. It's the head coach I don't trust because I know what I'm getting from both, but it's more volatile from the head coach. I don't trust Dan Quinn.
I don't trust.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Scrub. If you had to choose between Quinn and Bieniemy, I think I know your answer.
Bieniemy, easy.
Bieniemy.
Why?
Can I answer this?
By all means.
Bieniemy got stuck with a quarterback that should still be on Gilligan Island.
Oh my goodness.
I know I'm going to regret asking this, Jose, but why Gilligan's Island, brother?
How? The last name. How?
Yeah, I walked into that with my eyes wide open, didn't I?
You're good.
You know why I don't want to go with Dan Quinn? Because you're gonna have to find you're gonna have to find an offensive coordinator and you're gonna have to find a quarterback.
Well, we have a quarterback.
Well, we have Gino provisionally for another year.
Yeah, no, just Gino's fine, but like, do I want to trust that with Dan Quinn and him?
No.
That's what
okay, I see what you're saying, Scrub.
Like at least if I get an offensive coach, I'm like, all right, I'm like someone who I know can actually run an offense.
Right.
Guys, I'm like, all right, cool. Like Gino would work in. I think Bieniemy would set a system for Gino. He'd make that work until the Seattle says they get another quarterback.
Right. Now,
a younger quarterback. I should say.
Scrub.
Mm-hmm.
You would know this better than me, but Rivera wanted how to start, and so Bieniemy wanted Brissett to start, and
Brissett had gotten hurt the week before, like the second last week. He had got hurt before the game because the idea was for Brissett to start, but he got hurt. I think he like pulled his hamstring or something such, so that kind of left them having to go to Howell.
Right.
And they never went back to Brissett.
And with only 2 weeks left, like they were like, if he really pulled this hamstring, there wasn't going to be enough time for him to.
But they did do better with Brissett in.
Oh no, of course
No,
they did. But you're not. But
No,
why
no.
why put a hurt Brissett in?
No, I know you know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that for people who didn't watch
The Commanders, yeah.
the Redskins, Commanders, whatever you want.
Oh, if anyone says run Rivera to Seattle, I'm going to start a riot.
Nobody's going to say that.
No,
it's already been said. I will start a one-person riot down here and come to Seattle and continue the one-person riot.
Ron Rivera, he's not a head coach. He's not a good head coach.
No.
He's been in 2 destinations. He's like Cam carried him in Carolina, and then he's shown he couldn't do anything without him, and he damn sure hadn't done anything in Washington. Not good guy, nice guy, but
nice enough guy, but
not a head coach.
Not a head coach. No, agreed.
I wouldn't even say nice guy. The way he threw Bieniemy under the bus.
Yeah,
but Pete's throwing people if you are a head coach, Jose, and you don't throw at least 3 people under a bus in a career, you're not trying. Sorry, not sorry. That's the nature of it. I've never been a head coach.
That's true.
But that's
that's my personality. Would I throw Scrub under the bus if it saved my backside? You bet I would. No disrespect to you, Scrub. I love you dearly.
Everyone throw me under the bus. I'm used to it.
I was going to say, you've got trademarks. You're good. Mike Rabel.
I throw you under the bus weekly.
Yeah, I know.
I say, I've thrown you under the bus 37 times, but who's counting, brother? You know I love you.
Yeah.
Mike Rabel, is that the other?
That's what Almighty said. No.
No, thank you, Almighty.
I'm looking at Almighty.
I wouldn't go for Mike Rabel, and
there's a reason he got fired from Tennessee.
Listen, don't be surprised if you see him in New England.
Exactly.
I'm thinking, I'm saying no, Almighty. I'm saying no to Mike in Seattle, but New England.
Yes, I am in New England.
I personally would say no to him. I wouldn't like. He's gonna have to do I don't think he really did a good job in Tennessee, honestly.
If the Giants needed a coach, you wouldn't take him. Wait, the Giants
Who
do need a
would
coach.
want to go the Giants though?
Wait,
Oh,
the
dear
Giants
God.
do need a coach.
Well, you definitely need defensive coach. Listen, the whole
Wait. So did he quit or no?
I saw it earlier. The team officially agreed to mutually part with him.
Don Wink Martindale.
Yep, and the New York Giants have mutually parted ways. That was made official today.
Parted ways. Who gave who the back? Who gave who the boot? It's kind of like
from the reports, it sounded like Martindale wanted to get fired.
Yeah.
The Giants wouldn't fire him.
Yeah.
And that and it was just like, all right, it's a matter of when, not if.
Exactly.
And for both sides, it's better they got it done sooner than later, because the longer this dragged on, the worse it would have been.
That's how I read it too. I read a mutual parting of the ways was, look, Wink said, look, guys, I want out.
Yeah.
Let's make it as pleasant as we can for everyone. I'll step out. We'll say it was mutual. Thank you. It's been fun knowing you. That's exactly how I read it too, Scrub. Yes. Do you think we?
Hold on, Megan. Hold on.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Go.
Scrub.
Yeah.
How did you guys win a
Actually,
game?
Jose, I'm going to just grab some coffee and I'll be right back. So you two talk.
You saying how did we beat the Eagles?
How did you guys win a game you were supposed to lose?
First of all, that's the Giants. That's what they're good for. Second of all, I'm not mad that they won in and of it. F all that. They won, cool. My question is, where was this earlier in the season? Where was this the other 17 weeks?
It's your coach.
No, this is my franchise. It ain't just the coach, but this dang on franchise. This is how the Giants do. That's why it's F them blue bums, Doug.
By the way, if you're entertained by this, tomorrow it'll be me and Luca and hopefully Scrub talking nothing but New York.
Oh, dear goodness. That's going to be... I could just feel the pain in my soul growing at this very...
You ready for that tomorrow?
No.
Go ahead, get ready.
Oh my goodness. What was I gonna say? No, I don't know Brian Dibble got to do a better job, because I don't really think he did a great job anyway.
No, he didn't.
Particularly offense, this offense was not good. I know some of that was the offensive line. I know there are reasons, so I'm not going to say it's all
the offensive line coach was the
listen, the whole fan base wanted this guy gone anyway, because it has to be good. But
it had to be someone.
Everyone wanted Bobby Johnson gone. It wasn't so we knew that was just going to have to happen. But Brian Dable, I thought there was certain games in certain situations that he lost us a game.
Like the 49er game?
Yeah. I thought, not running the ball enough. Maybe we don't win that game, but, we should not have we were in that game and missed tackles and this decision to just pass all the damn time. I know your offensive lines are great, but you're not helping your offensive line when you keep passing. Seattle, I don't blame him for Seattle. That was really well.
That was more injuries.
Well, he gets some of the blame because we didn't run the ball enough in that game. But what really knocked us out the game was the pick six by Daniel Jones, I'm like, how many times does he have to continue proving that he is not the guy?
Your quarterback.
No, he's the quarterback for the team I root for. That's not my quarterback. I ain't want this. I know. You know how I feel about him.
I know.
The Bills game we should have won. First half blundered by Gino, and then
wait.
Mhm.
Speaking of the Bills, would the Bill Neal interim offensive coordinator
Mhm.
be a good fit for Seattle?
Look what my friend painted for me, Jose.
Nice.
Ah, nice.
I just realized that arrived a couple of weeks ago and I hadn't opened it yet. So
Nice.
sorry. Continue, gentlemen. Sorry.
No
you're
problem.
good. But I wouldn't
I
pick him
think
up as a
that-
head coach. I would let him get some more.
I think that Ken Dorsey have a
Oh no, I wouldn't pick him as a head coach. Definitely not off of this. Like, yeah, the Bills' offense is playing better, but
well,
he ain't had to do much for them
anything is
to.
better than Mike Kafka.
That's not saying much.
That's true. I'm just stating a fact.
Like listen.
Josh Allen's still making stupid decisions with the football. Isn't on the coach, though.
No, that's still on him, and you see how, and his mechanics are still bad.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. It's
No.
not all, these people that just blamed, and I'm not calling you out, Jose. Maybe I am.
It's okay.
That just say a player's bad play is on the player or purely on the coach drive me nuts. Sorry, it's a short trip to drive me nuts today, boys.
Right.
Well, it's a short trip without coffee most days, but I have been hearing 12 say today, Russ couldn't compete because of Pete's
No.
team building. Excuse me, that is
Yeah.
horseshit when you have a QB taking 3/4 of the cap. Jose, we've spoken about this. I
Yes.
won't say it again.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying it's all on the coaches or it's all on the players, but and I'm not even saying for a lot of players it's a 50-50 split. But to say it's the player or the coach in
Mhm.
isolation is bullshit. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh, no, of course.
I will stop ranting now, but that shit drives me nuts. Sorry for the language.
There's certain times when you could say, like, if it's like you can pick a situation like, no, that's solely on this player, but like when you look at it as a totality, there's a lot of things that go into it. You can't, and it would be.
That's what I'm saying. It's not one player, one person, one thing, one factor.
Let me be more specific when I say Josh Allen made a stupid decision. I'm talking about the second interception he threw in the end zone with Gabe Davis was already double covered. He decides to force the throw and hope it goes between the safeties.
That's making a bad situation worse.
Exactly.
Which he has to do a better job of, yes.
Exactly.
But that situation is like, when are you guys gonna actually make? When are you gonna save him from himself? When are you going to actually do something?
That's the way of putting it. When do you save them from themselves? Great quote, Scrub. And I might borrow that if you don't copyright it because I'll borrow it. But yeah, that's a great question.
Good point.
Because I have an issue with Josh Allen's turnovers. It does annoy me to no end. But some of that is the system. Is like. Because Kurt, and I'll keep referring to this to anyone who want go to Kurt Warner's page, QB Confidential. He does a great job of breaking stuff down.
You'll see that.
Like they come with this pressure. Where's the quick response? Where's the easy route for him to
a screen
like a screenplay, like a quick in or out breaking route, like they don't have a lot of that set up. Even with the switching coordinators, it's still a lot. Now, part of that is there's only so much you can change within a season anyway, but like that detail is something you could actually do something about, and they have.
But you could say that also, and again, I will say how wrong I was on Geno Smith. You could also say Geno in Seattle is the same way to a point. You know, he will throw and be seeing ghosts and seeing things that just aren't there. So what do you put that down to? Not making excuses, genuinely asking the question, because I got nothing. You know what I mean?
I got you, because like now that becomes you want to make things easier for your point. I don't know how much easy, like get him some quick, easy completions. Make the concept simple. Like, all right, if we see this, like we have this play for this coverage, if it matches up, you can make something happen.
Like,
Go ahead, Jose.
For example, the game against Cincinnati where he throws. Where he throws 2 picks. That's because everything Shane Waldron caught was a deep route. Nothing was intermediate. Nothing was a short check down. Everything was throw the ball deep and
throw the ball deep and pray for the best. Yeah.
That's not good. Like, you can't have every play like that. In fact, you can't even say we're gonna do this frequently, because that's something that's killed the Eagles. They have a lot of Jalen Hurts. They're running a lot of these deeper routes.
Yeah.
And how long do you expect your offensive line to hold up? Especially when you see your quarterback struggling as it is. It's like, how does this help? How do you get him confidence? How do you make the game easy? How do you offense actually in rhythm? You don't.
Yeah, and that's my point. Like, but then, Scrub, who is that on? Is it on Geno, the coach,
now I don't know if Geno's if he's not audibling, or if he's audibling to something else that, like, the coach said, all right, these are your options. Then it starts with the coach. Like, all right, I gotta get something easier for my quarterback. I see either he's getting hit, or he's like, no, let's get some shorter routes. Let's get some quicker progression so we can get the ball out. We can actually get this offense rolling on schedule.
I love that.
Yeah, I don't know. And then it comes back to, Geno's crap. What do we got? The 12s, and not all 12, Scrub. A lot of them are doing my head in at the moment, which is why I'm stepping back for a few days to deal with things, you know. And thank God we're not in the playoffs, because my mental...
And which is why you have a safe space.
I've got a couple, Jose, and I appreciate that, but it's been a long season. My mentals aren't great anyway.
Yes. But you're always...
But being able to talk it out like this is really helping, so I'm not sitting here.
And you're always welcome.
Oh, bless you, darling. But yeah, I'm devastated. I think the way I will sum up right now, Jose, how I feel is devastated for the end of an era, but very excited for what comes. I think that's how I would say it. It will be what it will be, but
and I already said what I am.
Yeah, and I think for the sake of it, my mental...
Hold on, let me finish. Because Scrub wasn't here.
Yeah, I did miss out.
I'm heartbroken, but I'm relieved at the same time. I'm heartbroken because the guy I know got fired, but I'm relieved for the organization, because I think this is going to help. the organization in the long run. At least that's what I'm hoping.
You still got the GM staying on too, or
yeah, GM, that's that. Pete Carroll basically said, "Hey, I stepped down so the general manager could keep his job." That's what I heard him say in the press conference.
Okay.
Megan, did you hear?
What was the quote? Or what was it? Scrub?
It's not the exact quote. He basically said that the decision was made so John could run.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So my understanding of it, Jose, is John is staying on as GM, which is a good move. Yeah. And John and what I heard him say, and I need to rewatch it to verify it, is John will be leading the committee to make the choice for the next head coach. That's one thing.
But he also said it's John's team now. Good luck.
Yeah, pretty much. My time has ended, but John, best of luck to you. Secondly, Pete has not been fired, and he is stepping back. Now, you can take that as being fired, but he's stepping back with the word he used or the phrase he used, and Jody Allen used, if you read the release, was mutual.
I didn't get it.
It's on X, and I'll send it to you. After an amicable meeting, it has been mutually accepted by both parties. This was the way to go, essentially.
Yes, but then Pete Carroll said, "Believe me, this isn't what I wanted. I tried to fight for it, but
it was time to go." That's how I read it as well. Because if you heard him on Monday after the Cardinals game, he's like, "I want to stay on." But when I listened to him this morning in the presser, it was like, okay, I would have personally liked to have stayed on for another year or two, but in the best interests of the organization, we decided together, not separately, for me to step back. And he will be there in an advisory role, whatever that entails. So that's how I read it too, Jose. Yeah.
I think me and you heard
different things.
Yeah, because Pete Carroll said, I tried to fight for it, and the reason I gave up was so John could still have control of the team, pretty much.
Basically, it's that. At least what that sounds like to me is organization's ready to cut loose with guys, and Pete Carroll and John Schneider were on the chopping block, and Pete Carroll said, "You know what? If it means one of us stays, I'll go."
He took the bullet.
Yeah, okay. As I said, because I was so upset by watching it and watching his reactions. I don't know. I may not have taken it all in, but it's that point. I need to watch it a couple of times. I think
it sounded like he said, "I'm taking the bullet here."
Yeah, I'm biting the bullet for the best. I mean, ideally, I personally want to stay on, but as you said, Scrub, in the best interest, if it's between John and I as to who has to go, I'll go.
John, it's more like if I don't, we're both going. So you know what? I'll go.
That's John, what it sounds like. I'll go. Yeah. I'll fall on the sword.
You're right, Scrub.
Yeah. But
Scrub. Mm-hmm. Nick Saban retired.
He did?
Yes.
Yeah. He's retired from Bama, effective immediately, same age as Pete Carroll. Interesting.
Oh my goodness, it's over.
Yes.
The dark ages are over.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So Scrub, you happy about the news? I take
I'm tired of hearing about Nick Saban this, Nick Saban that. They've been capping for Nick Saban. They put the Alabama in for this guy when Alabama did not deserve to be in the playoffs.
No, they did not.
No, I don't watch much Bama, but I'm like, really?
No, I'm not too big on college football, but I've seen enough of it to know enough people know like no, they did not belong in the playoffs this year.
Oh yeah,
and all Michigan took them out.
Yes, you were.
Also, shout out to Michigan and shout out to Detroit team.
No, sorry, I on principle cannot shout out Michigan because I'm USC, but also because I hate Jim Harbaugh. The only brother I like, that family is with the Rays. No, I can't.
Megan, me and Scrub know someone who is it? Who is from Michigan?
Oh, I see. All right. Well, I will begrudgingly shout out Michigan because you know someone from there.
Shout out to Michigan. Shout out to Detroit Hollywood team.
It was the one time I supported the goddamn Huskies and they choke. Won't do that again in a hurry. But no, congratulations to Michigan. You can't say they didn't play well all season. They absolutely owned it. But
even if they allegedly cheated, but everyone does.
Everyone knows Harbaugh is known for that. You know, Bill Belichick.
Listen, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
Exactly.
Thank you, Scrub. I was literally about to say that. You beat me to the punch, brother. But yep.
And everyone knows how to cheat nowadays.
Well, it's just not the cheating, Jose. It's the cheating and not getting caught cheating is more to the point.
That's what I was about to say. You just have to not get caught.
You can do it under the nose of the referee if the referee's looking the other way. Yeah. And not turning their head back to see you cheat. Not that I condone cheating, gentlemen. I want that you.
I do.
Hey, listen. If they ain't catching you, they can't call it cheating. I don't know nothing.
Exactly.
I know nothing. I see nothing. Remember Sergeant Schultz from Hogan Heroes? I know nothing. I know nothing. I know nothing. I didn't see it. I didn't hear it. I didn't say it. So it was like Bart Simpson. I didn't do it. You didn't see me do it. You can't prove a thing. But
Scrap, to use a more modern reference. If you get jammed up, don't mention my name. Yeah. If you get caught, don't mention me. I wasn't there.
Let the record show I ain't never seen these people in my life.
What, these people are dropping my name? I ain't never heard of them. Never met them in my life.
Exactly.
Anyway, Jose, I might drop out now because I'm very much on overload. But thanks for letting me vent, gentlemen.
No problem.
I'm devastated, but ultimately it had to happen. So we'll wait and see.
Please share this on.
I will absolutely share it out, Jose. Love you, kiddo.
Love you too,
Scrub, pleasure to talk to you again, sir.
Good to talk to you too, Megan.
Take care, guys.
You too.
How your queen, Megan? Shout out to her coming through. She didn't have to, but she did, and I appreciate that. So, Scrub, your thoughts on the news you're just finding out about Pete Carroll and Nick Saban?
Well, listen, F Nick Saban,
Don't let Cino hear you say that.
I don't care. I'll listen.
I'm kidding.
Listen, Cino my guy, but I was like, listen, he needs to go. It's been time for him to go. You can make an argument. Maybe it was also a little past time for Pete Carroll to go too.
Yeah, you saw the video I posted Monday. I'm sorry, I love you, but you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Even I knew that. First, all right, during the Legion of Boom days,
Mm-hmm.
the defense was in the top 5
Yep.
of defense.
Mm-hmm.
Guess where the defense was the past 7 seasons?
Like bottom 10.
Bottom 5.
Ooh, that's not good.
And this year it was at the very bottom. Speaking of people who might get affected by this, what do you think this means for Leonard Williams?
That's interesting. I
hope the Seahawks keep him, but
I don't know what the price tag is going to be, and I don't know if whoever comes in is going to necessarily, like, whatever system they're running is like, all right, work Leonard Williams into this. I think he's good enough that he could work into any system.
Any defense is gonna need a big man in the middle of the defensive line, and an agile big man at that. And we already traded a second round pick for him, so it would be stupid for us not to resign him after what we gave up for him. But seeing as Pete Carroll no longer the coach, you just never know.
All right. Let's see. Where were you guys in scoring? Damn, bottom 8. In the bottom 4th of the league, number 25 in scoring defense. That's not good.
All right. Where are your Giants?
Right, one spot below y'all.
Damn, that's
you're at 25. We're 26.
Who's
27 is Denver.
Where were the Jets?
The Jets were 12th in scoring.
Damn, huh? Oh.
Because the offense is so bad, and then the
Eagles game, and
remember this defense was all right for the most part, but because the offense had been so bad, a few of them games literally got away from them.
Yeah,
but they were just under 21 points per game given up. So if the offense did anything,
let's put it this way: if they had answered Carson Wentz's call or Joe Flacco's call, they would be in the. They might be in the playoffs right now.
They might, but let's be honest.
I said might.
Let's be honest. Nathaniel Hackett's offense is garbage.
Tell that to Jimmy Kimmel's favorite quarterback.
And ain't no one worried about that crybaby.
Did I say that out loud? Oh, well. With that, until tomorrow, with Luca from Big Blue in the Bronx. Try saying that 3 times fast. We're out. God first, God bless. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, we're out. Do subscribe. Can you hit that?
I got you.
Thank you.
Peace, people.
Peace.